going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Welcome to another Groundhog Day NBA game. Shadows or not, it's time to get it going. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Indiana Pacers. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. A look at Indiana's starting group. They've got Shepard, also Devin Booker out there. And it's Freeman in at the three. And for the Wizards, Clark, you gotta love an old-fashioned Eastern Conference brawl.
Oh, man. I tell you, when you get two powerhouse teams together from the East, it just has a different feel to it. It's just different. Almost like rewinding the clock and going back to the future a bit. Here we go.
And it's the Pacers to start out. Pass to Booker. Here's Laravia. Outside Booker. And stolen by Jones. Now the Wizards in transition. And he finishes off the break with the lay-in.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Here's Shepard. Booker drawing the double. Takes a three. And it's Shepard missing. And Booker pulls it down. Nice move. Pass to Freeman. There's the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, great awareness there from Booker. A selfless team-first player.
And it's Jones with the ball for Washington. They're a team of momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And here's Indiana now, after the basket by Washington. Here's Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The easy money there for Booker. You can't let him get this close with the ball.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Wizards. We talked about how he plans to contain Devin Booker. And Coach said, first, we've got to be on him at all times. And second, we can't let him get favorable matchups. He needs our best defenders on him. Trying to work over screens and stay on top of Booker. That's the name of the game here, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
For the Wizards, number one.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to Laravia. Now here's Booker, defended by Jones. Right side Booker. No good from outside. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Jones. It's picked off. Here's Freeman, defended by Thompson. And that one's good. Freeman's got 5 now. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already. We still haven't gotten out of the first half.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And it's Laravia with a rebound. Indiana leading. Here's Freeman. Here's Booker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Booker's got his second bucket of the game.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at hustling shots into contact.
Booker's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not bad.
And he gets it to He's on his way to the line for one more.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Jones, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Just 5 on the clock. Fades and shoots. That's Arabia with a rebound.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And he dumps it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
No good on the triple. And Booker's got the ball here for the Pacers. 6-point game. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
The Wizards have gone 3 of 8 so far. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Freeman, following the bucket by the Wizards. Clock at 6. Here's Arabia, off with the layup. The Wizards trail by 4. Banks in the layup.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Jones. For 3. No good. That's his 3rd miss on 5 attempts. Here's Freeman. No good on the shot. Nice D from Thompson. The Wizards have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Jones finds Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And here's Indiana now, following the score by Washington. 6 to shoot. Outside Booker, lets the 3 fly. Jones with some nice D. Wizards trail by 3. Oh, he slams it down right on top of Devin Booker.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
Timeout.
Circus mode for you right there, guys.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both teams will make substitutions.
It's time to make some noise.
Pass to Shepard. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Takes it inside. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed James' hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Booker. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Outside Jones. Screen by Claxton. Jones' shot is good. Jones has got 8 points. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Now here's Booker. Really played well against Charlotte in his last game. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. 2 points. That one goes. And the Pacers lead by 1.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Jones. Give him 8 points now. Down low. Here's Shepard. With the fadeaway. That shot missing. Outside Jones. And there's the drive. Pass to Claxton. Now Matherin. Let's go with a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Good thinking from Matherin there. Excellent. Rising up and capitalizing off the catch.
Here's Shepard. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is called.
One of the trickier plays to judge. But it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Pacers making a change here. Hall's checked in. And again, it's Washington with a 3. Pacers trail by 5. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Pass to Shepard. The teardrop. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Jones with the ball. Coming off a terrific game against Minnesota. Matherin passes to Claxton. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Yeah, the half-and-half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Timeout. The Wizards. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Ellis is checked in for Clemens. Now Jones. Give him 8. Out to the right wing. From the arc. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Shepard. To the inside. Stolen by Jones. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Jackson can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 7. 3 on 3. Here's Hall. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Really left him alone that time.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Shepard, defended by Jones. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter here. Fade away. Jones grabs the board. Wizards leading by 8. Left side Mather. And here's Jones. 10 points for him. Pass to Dumas. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Poke loose. Takes the 3. And Jones good for 3. Jones has got 13.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Shepard. To the paint with 2 seconds left. And the layup is up and in. 6 points for him.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so it's Washington with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. And don't go far. We'll be right back. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Washington.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been on the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
On the floor for Indiana. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Laurie Markkanen shooting stroke at 7 feet tall, had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Laurie said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Markkanen with it, picked up by Matherin. Markkanen outside. Pass to Hall. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Clemens is checked in for Indiana. Jackson outside. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Now here's Thompson. He's right on it.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Yes, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Clemens, defended by Jackson. Pass to Hall. This one for 3. And Hall gets it to go. Hall's got 7.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Now here's Thompson. He has 6. Three-pointer Matherin. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Indiana shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity strike this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Here's Hall. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Freeman. 5 on the clock. 13 feet out, and Hall gets it to go. Hall's got 8 here in this quarter. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. scanning the floor. And here's Matherin. Fires from deep. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And with each made three, Matherin's confidence rises, an encouraging sign.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pass to Hall. Here's Freeman, defended by Jackson. Here's the three. Rebound by the Wizards.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Now here's Thompson. He's closely guarded. To the wing on the left. And it's Washington with another.
I tell you, when he rises up to shoot, and with his height advantage, oh, he knows he's going to get a clean look.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Here's Hall, following the score by Washington. Pass to Freeman, 6 on the shot clock. Launches it from deep. Matherin with a rebound. Washington leading by 8. Coach Hart talking about Benedict Matherin. He's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Matherin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Freeman. They need this. The shot misses. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Washington. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Now here's Matherin. Freeman. Pacers trail by 11. 14 feet away. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. You tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the score by Washington. The shot. And Indiana misses again.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now here's Thompson. Outside Matherin. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Matherin's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Pacers trail by 15. Here's Hall. No points yet. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Freeman. Over Jackson. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Freeman's got his third basket on the night right there. Timeout called. The Wizards. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here are the Wizards now with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Thompson with it. He has 6. With the drive. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Here's Shepherd. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Shepherd's got 5.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
There's a screen. Plenty of space. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Shepherd. He's got 5. No good with the triple.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Pulls up on the wing. It doesn't go for him.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Launches it. Thompson pulls it in.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Matherin. It's rebounded by Indiana. Hall's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shoots it from the high post. Pass to Freeman. Puts up a 3. A rebound by the Wizards.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Back to Thompson. Pacers with a rebound. Hall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker defending. To win the cold spell. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And Washington making a change here. Jones is checked in. Indiana making a switch here. Washington on D. 13-point lead. Here's Shepherd, defended by Thompson. Clock at 6. Shepherd, that's good. Shepherd's got 7 points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Jones. 13 points in the game. Tries to break his ice. It's hauled in by Nelson. Pacers trail by 11. Outside Booker. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, Booker sees how they're defending him and just takes what's there.
A minute 50 left to play in the first half of basketball. Gets the 3 to fall.
Now shooting the 3-ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Pass to Freeman. Here's Booker. And Booker gets double teamed. tipped. Thompson outside. Oh, he nails it. Only 3 for 10, but that's got to feel good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Nelson, still without a bucket. Here's Shepard. Outside for Booker, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Shepard.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
The Pacers making a switch here. Booker against Jones. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. They get it back. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now Booker. Give him 8 points now. To win the run. And so it's the Washington Wizards in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back after this word.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Washington Wizards.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. These can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your leadership, man. Good leaders keep you from playing down to your opponent.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Washington leading by 16. Jones drives in. Pass to Dumas. Fires for 3. Nails it from 3. Dumas has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. And for Indiana, Devin Booker out there with Shepard. And it's Laravia in at the power forward position. Beyond the arc. Washington with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Jones. Fires top of the key. He hits the back iron and sinks it. 10 points for him.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Freeman. Pass to Booker. Pulls up. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 5 rebounds in the game. Man, how about that? 8 for 9 now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Now the Wizards in transition. And that one is stuffed right through.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
It's time to feature. Let's make some noise.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Make some noise.
Driving to the basket. Claxton with the block.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Back to Jones from downtown. And that's basket number 9 for him. He's 9 for 10.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Pass to Laravia. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Outside Jones. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 6 to shoot. The 17-footer. It's good. Off the glass. 12 points for him.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Pass to Freeman. 3-pointer. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
For Indiana, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Booker. No good with a layup. Wizards leading by 23. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
3-pointer off the mark. Washington has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Dumas can't hit.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Here's Shepard. He's got 9. The 3 is up. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Yeah, he's been hooping. But the rest of the team, not so much.
Shoots. And it's Laravia with a rebound. Laravia's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doubled by Jackson. Pass to Shepard. Here's Laravia. Here's Shepard. 12 points for him. And the basket by Freeman.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot at the tip.
And Washington making a change here. Washington leading by 20. And here's Jones. 22 points for him. Claxton a screen on Booker. Here's Jones. Banked it in off the glass. Jones has got 9 points now in the second half.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Now here's Booker. Give him 8 points now. And it's LaRavia missing. Jones with the ball. Into the lane. Fires in the triple. He's got 15.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Pass to Shepard. Back to Booker. They set a pick. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Now Jones. He's got 24. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Booker. He's got 10. Stolen by Jones. The pull-up Jay. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Washington.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Jones has got 29 points.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Booker, pass to LaRavia. Back to Booker. One. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The quickness from Booker makes him hard to defend inside.
First trip to the line for him here.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike. And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
The three. And again, Washington with a triple.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Shepard. He's got 12. Here's Booker. There's the block.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
It's rebounded by Indiana. LaRavia's got his 5th rebound in this one. The rebound by the Wizards. Well, when this one's done, they'll be off to Miami, taking on the Heat. That's the first game of a 6-game road trip. Off target with the three. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. To the wing, right side. Pass to Booker. From 13. Mathurin with a rebound. And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Shot from the wing. That's good on the jumper. Give him 20.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Shepard. And it's blocked. They retain possession. And Indiana misses again.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
The offensive rebound.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And he he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
1:49 left to play in the third quarter here.
Washington foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops it first. Hall's checked in for Indiana. Clemens comes in for Booker. So he gets them both.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Pure from three-point range.
The strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Clemens. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Shepard. The layup off target.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Matherin. 13 points in the game. Out to Thompson. The three is up. Over to the left wing. Goes back up. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Washington shooting their fourth attempt at the line tonight.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Here's Ellis. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Freeman. Right wing. Here's Hall. Counted from distance. Hall's got 13 now.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Outside Matherin. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Washington opening up a huge gap. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Nelson. The fadeaway J is off the mark. And for Indiana.
Timeout.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
DC family, your winner, UNC.
On defense, the Pacers. There's a screen by Bull. Benton drives in. And the layup falls.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's Shepard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Benton. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, BA. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
And they're able to recover.
Great defense from Bull, using that massive wingspan perfectly right there.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Jackson gets the bucket.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Hall. Here's Nelson. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Dumas passes to Bull. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
When you've got an imposing force like Bobo, you expect to see him at the line a lot.
And Bull drops them both. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Shepard. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Here's Benton. Pass to Bull. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly, player to fan, without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up.
Sends it home from 3-point land.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Looking to end this cold spell. It's rebounded by Washington. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Jackson outside. From behind the arc. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Defense doing all they could against Bo. I mean, he's so tall, it's hard to defend him.
That free throw, no good.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Indiana making a switch here. Larabia's checked in, and he sinks the set. And Clark was seeing greater parity league-wide. but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. It's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have and getting it right. You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Jones feels it out. Lets it fly. That's good from Bull on the assist from Jones. Bull's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Really good screen that time. Then Bull with the quick roll.
Here's Shepard, defended by Jones. Pass to LaRavia. Matherin with some nice D. Ball stolen. Here's Freeman, driving in. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
They set the pick. Here's Patton. And again, it's Washington converting. The Pacers have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Well, Grant, it appears the league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Here's LaRavia. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Bull.
Shooting for Indiana. One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Dumas, and there's a pick. Puts it up to the high post. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Washington.
And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Outside Booker. Down low. Here's Hall. And they'll get another chance. Booker, the pass to Hall. Out to the right wing. Tries again. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line. Shepard, he's checked in for Hall. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, BA, through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. You know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
First personal foul.
Unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Washington has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Jackson outside. Fires the 3. No luck on that one. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 14-6 run. Booker no good. The Wizards have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. To the middle. Picked it out of midair. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Oh, it's blocked by Bull.
Pacers foul. 4th personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for 2.
No good on that one. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Booker surveying the floor. And here's Shepard for three. Rebound by the Wizards.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And here's Jackson. Pass to Benton. Over to the wing. Here's Dumas. They get the rebound. Bowles. And he battles for the ball. Gets the second chance bucket. Bowles got 9 points here in the second half.
Those boards appear to me like easy money for Bowles. Then the awareness to put it back through, that's good work.
Booker for three. The rebound by Jackson.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And good.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 41% here in the fourth. Here's Shepard. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
The fadeaway. And Washington again with the bucket. Indiana has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. To the right side, back to Booker. Looking to end the run. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Benton. Jackson outside. Now the Pacers on the move. And Booker throws it down.
What a finish. Love to see that kind of explosiveness from Booker.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Benton. Jackson outside. Three-pointer. Can't bury it. His fifth miss in 9 tries. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
The Wizards have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far here in the fourth quarter. Here's Benton. Jackson outside. 4-3. Rebounded by Freeman.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
Outside Booker. And we hear about the unwritten rules in sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
The 11-footer again, Indiana.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Jackson outside. From 9 feet. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Pacers shooting the ball at around 42% for the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Wizards.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And give them credit for what'll be their 38th win of the year.
And big-time bragging rights won today. Just grabbing that season series.
Sure did. I mean, this means they'll come out on top in the season series, 2-1 now. Got to be happy about that.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Jackson outside. Shot clock at 6. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Good on the bucket.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Outside Bull. Here's Benton. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And now, our player of the game.